We're live.
Okay, now we're live.
We're live on the show.
Oh my gosh, this is
Oh
good.
no, you just lost your one.
We got babies in the room. We got grannies in the room.
Brandon's in the room.
By the way,
Multiple
Dad,
pairs of headphones.
if it's freezing cold in there, which it probably is, you can
It
have
is.
Tabby turn on the heat. The heat's been off for 3 days.
Heat is on.
65, and we thought, we're pretty sissified if we can't handle 65.
And it's going to be really warm tomorrow and the rest of this week. So I thought we could just pull it off, but I'm not there. Everyone else is at my house. And I'm late.
Warren is sad for some reason. Come here, buddy.
Sad because he doesn't have a binky in his mouth. Somebody put a binky in his mouth.
Right
here.
Here.
Put that
So-
in there.
Somebody put a diaper on that kid.
Juan was here until just at the moment that we went live, and then he blinked out and disappeared.
Yeah, Juwan is on the road on the bus.
On the bus again.
And I am in a room with my family. So it's a family affair. Perfect.
Juwan is on the bus again.
It's gonna be chaos tonight. Yeah, we have all invaded the McKinney house, so we are at the Peaches place, and then the Peaches and none of her family is here. Tabby is here,
Tabby.
and Warren is very unhappy.
Man, this is going to be the most awful show ever. I can't wait for everybody to see this show. It's going to be so awful.
I just got done telling JT about how my oldest daughter used to think that awful was a term, like a compliment. She used to tell me my shirt looked awful and that her fingernails were awful. Everyone was going to say how awful they were.
It's like in the 80s when Michael Jackson sang Bad. You know,
Right.
that meant that he was the most awesome thing on the planet.
Right.
And everybody said, that's bad. And then it was great.
Right, or the bomb. That's the bomb.
Exactly.
Bad used to be a word for very good. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
That was
All right, we got
terrible.
Juwan back in, but I don't know if he's...
Am I okay?
Yeah, you're fine.
In
He
the
looks-
90s, fat meant
Does
good too.
sound okay?
P-H-A-T.
I
Hey,
can hear
Juwan.
you, but you look a little glitchy. You know what
Oh,
Warren wants right now?
bug out.
Warren wants us to start the theme song. That's what he wants.
Do it.
Warren, it doesn't revolve around you. I guess we're doing it.
We'll just do all the things Warren wants to do.
You can't always get what you want, Warren. Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna do it. Hey, Chance. Hi, Teach.
Howdy.
How's it going, Jeff?
Good evening.
Comics everywhere, coming out of quarantine, so catch the vibe
Tara.
and take a scene. Take a seat, gonna grab a snack, gonna kill the room, gonna talk some smack. Cutting it down like a lumberjack, come
Hey,
take
Suzanne.
a ride in my Cadillac. Kicking it live on the radio.
Jessica.
Everybody got a right to know, this ain't my first rodeo. Hit spotlight,
Russ.
here we go. Are you ready for
Kevin.
the show? Are you ready for the show? Are you ready for the show? Are you ready for the show?
Joe.
Joe!
Show.
Kathy. Fair maiden. Monte. Rachel.
Joe!
K-Nerd
Lives
Mom.
on me, I guess. Everybody gonna be so blessed. Hoping you cats gonna be impressed. Ain't no time to be depressed. Are you ready for the best?
Hey, welcome to Ski Docket. JT filling in for Brian. It's like he's
I miss Brian. That's why I did that.
welcome to Skews. My name is John. It says Turbo because Turbo is my mom, and she's joining us tonight.
Yay.
Along with others that we're happy to have with us tonight. I think Pat.
Yeah, Pat's back here on the couch. We'll bring her up when the time's right.
Mm-hmm. And she's putting it off until the last possible
She
second.
is. She's putting it off as long as she possibly can.
And And we're going to have Juwan's mom on as well for a massive
I
head-to-head.
haven't heard from her, but we'll see what happens.
I'm looking right at her, Juwan. I see her.
Oh, hey,
Yeah, she's
Mom.
here. Yeah. So it's going to be a no holds barred, never have I ever contest. That it's just going to be spectacular. But what I'm trying to say in my roundabout way is it's going to be a huge show tonight.
Really?
Uh-huh.
What?
It's going to be a huge.
I don't believe it.
Big. How huge is it?
I'm glad you asked, JT. If this is a typical show represented by this woolly mammoth, tonight's show.
Wow.
Ooh. Is that cabbage?
Yes.
It's a box of cabbage. Happy Mother's Day. No, cauliflower. That's what I was trying to say. It's hard to see. I'm looking on my phone. Sorry, guys.
Look what I got you, Mom.
Look, Mom, it's cauliflower. Happy Mother's Day. I know how you love vegetables. I know how you love pink cards. Both together. But you have
Mom, any mom would love it if it came from a son.
That's right.
But before we do this, we've got to give a shout out to our clickers.
Clickers are great. They're super amazingly great. Athletic and fun and super smart. Their beautiful faces a work of art. Clickers are great. They're virtuous, classy, and great. Without them we'd be destitute and drifting into the abyss. Lovely clickers, we blow you a kiss. There's a village in the West Pomeranian of Vovodia ship called Zicker. Maybe you can go and visit there and take along a clicker.
This week in no particular order. Just make clear what they are.
Douglas
Pat.
Fleischer.
Also known as and Suzanne March.
March.
Yay!
Oh, okay. I always keep waiting for this finishing stinger. If you would like to be a member of our happy group of comedy clickers, you can go to johnbrandy.com. The easiest thing that you'll probably ever do online. A lot of online things are complicated and intimidating, and you are rightly afraid to do them. Signing up to be a Click member is so easy and so simple, and it has demonstrated it will strengthen your teeth. It will give you more luster in your hair, and it will make your skin softer.
Yes.
And it will raise your IQ by 50 points. All of those things happen just by becoming a member of our Comedy Click.
I've decided to add a new perk to that membership, by the way. If you become a clicker, I will teach you how to play this. I will have a private lesson online, and I will teach you personally a one-on-one coaching session on how to play that little coda there. So,
Dad, is your
Can't
microphone
get better than that.
Is it what?
all the way up?
Yeah.
class.
Why are you not hearing me?
It's not as loud as
Do I have
JT.
to get real close?
You have to get real close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Over and out.
FM DJ
it's fine.
voice.
It's fine. So, all right, there she goes. She left. She just dropped in like she normally does, long enough to hassle me about something, and then she vanished.
That's the way she rolls.
That's how she rolls. So we are going to give special tribute to not just our moms, but every mom. And so
All moms everywhere.
all moms everywhere, because it's Mother's Day. Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, one more thing. You didn't change the banners from last week.
We did notice that the clickers of the week were the same clickers as last week. And
Over and out.
Okay. We're doubly good to those clickers.
mhm.
Thank the Lord. We've been
Yep.
doubly good to you.
But we feel that way about all clickers. I mean, we feel like we would like to mention every single clicker every single week.
Eventually, we will mention every clicker twice,
That's true.
at least.
Yeah. Some of them will mention twice sooner than others because of my negligence. now I don't remember what I was explaining to you.
We're talking about moms.
Mothers, yeah, it's
All
mothers.
moms everywhere.
All moms everywhere.
All
And
the
so
time.
if your mom is not in the vicinity, like my mom is right in the room with me, JT's mom is in the room,
Mine is
Juwan,
too.
mom are separated by some distance, but she's going to be on here.
Separated by geography.
Yeah, separated by some distance. You might want to have your mom pop on and watch this, and you can talk back and forth, because we're going to play Never Have I Ever, and we want everybody to participate. And you can play along, all of you moms, and it's going to be a good time. But we have endeavored to write a new piece of music. JT does new music every single week. Every single week. And do you want to tell what the music is tonight, JT? How it works?
Yeah, the first idea came from Juwan. He got on Marco Polo's this week and gave us the hook line idea, which was really cool. And then Tabitha sent me a whole lyric for a whole song, and I had written a few lines already, so I kind of combined all three of our endeavors into one song. And just briefly, it goes through time. So it starts out with a 5-year-old kid singing, and then the second verse is a 15-year-old kid singing, and then the last verses are going to be from an adult who's got his own kids now. And so that's kind of the way the song works. And my dad's going to help me with some costume changes to keep everybody on track.
Oh,
So,
good.
okay.
Good. I was hoping that Tommy was going to either help with costume changes or maybe fly some cupcakes or skeletons in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Thing or other.
Or make noise. Just make general noise, right? Because he's good at that.
He's already making costume adjustments. Okay, here we go.
All right, here we go. You weren't a mom till you had me. What were you before? I can't imagine that far back. Are you as old as a dinosaur? Was the world a nicer place then when the Angels played LA? If you hadn't had me, what would you be today? You weren't a mom till you had me. What were you doing then? I can't believe you once were cool. Not that lame story again. Did you picture this your future? Did you think you'd lost your way? If you hadn't had me, where would you be today? Today the world is sad. Today the days are cold. Today the news is bad. Today I'm feeling old. You weren't a mom till you had me. Were you aimless and depressed? Did you have no one to yell at? When I arrived, did you feel blessed? Would you struggle to be relevant? Would you live in Santa Fe? If you hadn't had me, where would you be today? And I'm so glad my birth put meaning into your dreary days. Go on and tell me how you love me, and let me count the ways. Just admit it, Mom, without me you'd be lonely, sad, and gray. If you hadn't had me, where would you be today? Today the world is changed. Today the days are long. Today I feel estranged. Today the lies are strong. weren't a mom till you had me. And now I understand. I got a few kids of my own. They can't believe that I was in a band. Now I think of all I've got to lose if I ever went astray. If I didn't have you, where would I be today? Hey Mom, if I didn't have you, where would I be today? Thank you, Tabby. Thank you, Juwan, for the great ideas for that song.
Jawanda's popping in and out. All right.
You know, yeah.
So
That was fun
I
to
do
put
what I
together.
can.
We did that on over Marco
was
Polo
awesome.
over about 3 or 4 days, so that was fun.
Yep. And that'll probably make the cut for our SKUs box set that we're putting together.
Yeah,
Probably
gold greatest hits
Mhm.
box set.
The greatest hits.
We need to do a K-Tel commercial for it. Wouldn't that be fun?
Say no more. Juwan, get right on that.
And we'll get Brian to do Casey Kasem's voice to promote it.
They taught us how to love.
So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get distracted by record clubs. So we've got our moms here. My mom is already here. Juwan's mom. Do you want to introduce your mom, Juwan? Can you do that?
Well, yeah. I'm having bad internet, so it sounds like I'm. So like, I want to introduce my mom. No, ladies and gentlemen, Grandma Wanda DeVivo.
Yay!
Nicest
Hey,
person you'll ever meet,
thank you,
period.
thank you.
Hey!
I have a question.
I don't care. It's objectively true.
I've got a question. Why does your strip say Juan Bad Mother DeVivo? Is that how you introduce me?
I'm a poor mother. I'm not a very good mother.
Bad mother.
Considering that I've never given birth to children, that's a bad start right off the bat.
One of the most basic prerequisites. And also joining
Yeah, I can't even meet
JT
the requirements.
is Pat Oaks. Round of applause for Pat. We always love Dean to come on, and we appreciate it. And also, I think Tabby and Mandy are going to come on because they're both. Well, can you do that, or is Lauren giving you a hard time? Okay. So we're gonna play. We're gonna play a game.
Yay! Mom loves games.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna like this game, Pat. This is a great game. It's Never Have I Ever, and how this works is I have a list of things that I am going to say. Never have I ever, and then say this thing. And if you have also never done that thing, then you raise your hand. Right?
Oh, no.
All right, Tabby's going to explain how this game works.
You
You can talk to the
have
mic.
10, you have 10 fingers up. And
You have
you're
to
gonna,
hold your fingers up the whole time we play this?
no, because we are never that serious about this stuff. But theoretically, you'd keep 10 fingers up and you're going to read the list of things, never have I ever. But if you have done them, then you have to put a finger down because it's not never have I ever, it's I have ever. So I'll explain that I'm going to have to explain that again when we actually have an example.
And do the fingers in order. We can't have random finger putting down because that was,
Well, yeah. That's trouble.
yeah. Just pick a side and go in order. Yeah.
And I've got grandma's fingers, so here's mine and here's grandma's.
So that's only 5 fingers each.
Well, then we're at a disadvantage.
Okay. All right. So the first one. Never have I ever pulled a tooth from another human's mouth.
I'm thinking I have not. I can only hold
I
one
don't
hand.
think-
because I'm
Have you
holding
pulled a
my
tooth
phone.
from my
Oh,
mouth
I have.
before?
She's holding
If
the
I
phone.
if I want to support my mom's, I remember that we would just wiggle them until they fell out. I don't remember her pulling them out. Ever.
No.
We were just going.
No, I never had the guts to do that.
So if you didn't, you put a finger
I
down,
never get
or if
close
you
enough
did,
to my
you gave
kids when they had a tooth to be pulled, they would close their mouths and run away.
Tyrant.
Yeah, Grandma Prisha, if you've
Melody's
never
mom.
done it, then you keep all your fingers up. But if you have pulled a tooth out of a person's mouth, then you have to put one of your fingers down.
Okay.
Nope, haven't.
So she's put a finger down. How many?
Melody's mom
Is the
pulled out the
designated-
wrong tooth.
A designated tooth puller, so I don't have to do that.
Melody's mom pulled the wrong tooth out, like out the wrong tooth or out of the wrong kid.
Well, John Thomas.
It was the
John
right
Thomas
kid. It was
wouldn't-
the wrong tooth.
Oh, okay.
John Thomas wouldn't let me pull it. So I told him that I needed to wash his face. So I got a wash rag and I scrubbed his mouth real hard, and his eyes got big, and he opened his mouth, and I reached in and pulled the tooth out. But I scrubbed it with a washcloth. Yeah.
So not only have you pulled a tooth from another human being, you've employed treachery to do it.
Yes. Definitely.
All right.
My hands aren't showing there.
All right. So next one. Never have I ever caught vomit in my bare hands.
I have.
My own and my children's.
I've done that. Yeah.
For me,
Yep. Boop, boop. Okay,
yes, I've done that.
Yep, I've done that.
I've done that.
Me too.
It was my own, though.
You've caught your own vomit?
Mhm.
Oh,
I didn't
And
specify.
poop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
That was mine.
Caught your own. Did you say poop too?
Nope.
Yep.
Why would you have to catch poop in your hand?
The baby starts to poop, so you kind of just.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't think to put that one else on there.
Next
All right.
question.
Never. She doesn't want to specify. Never have I ever lost control of a fire that I started.
Nope.
that sounds like a dad. More like a dad Father's Day question.
Who burned the parsonage down? The kitchen.
Oh my lord.
Oh, wow. I burned up a car once.
You burned up what?
I burned up a car once
A car? When?
in the driveway, the electric car.
You didn't burn it up.
It's only my favorite.
Make it sound like you were rubbing sticks together and set the car on.
I was there.
My question is, if you accidentally
Mom,
caught
didn't you
something-
have a grease fire?
Not that I remember. No.
Okay.
Nope.
Must be remembering.
Don't think so.
wrong.
Then you haven't lived, Wanda. If you've never had a grease fire, you have not lived.
No, thank you.
Not enough grease.
Not enough grease in the South. Another cooking was not enough grease.
I remember your first turkey fry. That was almost an out of control fry. Fire.
That's common.
Well, that's for Father's Day. That's for Father's Day.
All right, so there was not fire. I expected somebody would have lost control of a fire, but I guess
No.
it's
fact-
more of
the
a dad
fact that
thing.
it caught on fire was what was out of control.
Never have I ever wiped someone else's nose with a piece of my clothing.
Oh, done that.
Oh, I've done that.
Oh yeah. If you're a mom, you've done that.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
I wiped a bloody nose with my clothing just like 2 days ago.
I've done them all.
Yep.
So
Mom
that's
had some
like
snotty
everybody,
nosed
right?
kids.
I got everybody.
Yep.
All right. Never have I ever found a living organism in the laundry.
Don't
Thomasina used to get in the
so.
dryer. Thomasina used to get in
No.
the dryer, right?
Yeah,
Nope.
our cat did.
No?
Yeah.
No-
Our cat
no
used
bugs?
to get in the dryer.
No, we would usually kill things out in the yard.
Is it washer or dryer?
In the dryer.
He said
I said laundry.
laundry.
Oh, the
So-
laundry.
Oh,
Oh.
another thing. In the clothes?
Like in the basket full of clean clothes?
Oh, I'm sure.
All the
cat
time.
was-
Yeah,
she
I
got
would
in the
imagine.
dryer too. So.
This is important, Dad. Specific.
Now I know why Juan is overly specific in his Mad Libs.
Well,
Just in the laundry. You know, it could be in the washer, could be in the dryer, could be in the hamper, any sort of.
And yeah,
Living organisms exist in the laundry, Dad. That's what the laundry is for.
We were restricted. No animals were allowed in our house. Even the dogs were outside. So that's why everything stayed outside for us.
I wasn't talking about bacteria. I was talking about
right.
Amoebas.
Microbes.
Yeah, spiders in the dirty clothes hamper.
Yeah.
Blue whales.
I think Jake's cockatiel probably made it into the laundry at some point. You could probably. My little brothers had a tiny cockatiel. I don't know if he flew all over. We couldn't catch him.
So he's just loose in the house.
Yeah, he would go loose.
Just at large. All right. Never have I ever yelled at someone else's child that I thought was mine.
Oh.
I've yelled at someone's child and I knew it wasn't mine.
Me too. Me too. Yeah.
No, I don't think I've done that. No.
So that's not the same thing. Yelling at another
I'll
person.
do that today.
Oh yeah, it was. I knew
Well, you
100%.
have to get.
What?
Did you yell at a child that you thought was yours, and then you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you."
Everyone has done that. But in all fairness, I think all of us have had a child come up to us and hug our leg or call us mom who did not belong to us and then looked at us petrified like,
Oops.
oops.
Well, I remember my little brother almost got into a van with a lady she thought was my mom. We were sitting there watching him. And we were in our vehicle going, "What's Jake doing? He's going in the..." And it was funny because my dad didn't even get out of the car. He just rolled the window down like, "Jacob."
I remember going up to strange women, like in the store, and talking to them, and then looking and noticing that it wasn't my mom. I remember that myself.
Yeah, or I got tired of saying "mom" in the store, and then like 10 poor women would turn around and say, "Hey."
That one.
You, my mom.
Never have I ever pretended a diaper did not need changing so that someone else might do it.
Oh, I've done that.
Sure I've done that.
Ever. Yeah, no one else would do it.
Told me to do it.
Who else would do it, Mom? In our house.
Well, that includes
Father's Day
grandbabies too,
question
right?
again.
That includes grandbabies too, right?
Oh.
Oh, good point.
So you've done that with the grandbabies, where you
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
let's go find your mother.
That's right. Go find Papa.
Diapers dragging the ground. Nothing's wrong. It's okay.
We know it's happening though. Joe frequently brings me the baby and vice versa, where I'm like, "Here, hold this baby," and then like he's like, "Why?"
Brian.
We miss you, Brian.
Hey, Brian, have you ever puked in your own hands?
That was not.
All right. Never have I ever lost a child at the grocery store.
Yeah, you lost
yeah.
Jason.
My mom is shaking her head. I know for a fact that you lost at the grocery store.
I don't remember losing you. You came back before I missed you, evidently.
You remember that you had me? Do you remember that I was young and small once?
I had a hard time forgetting. I didn't
Remember
like to take
that
you
time?
to the grocery store. I pretended I didn't know you.
Maybe we should have started with the basics.
Never have I ever called kids by the wrong name.
Oh, come on.
Every day.
Everybody does that. That's lame, John.
I think never have I ever called them by the right name.
Yeah.
Amen, Amanda.
I did that before I had children. I was calling kids the wrong name.
Oh, I call my children every day, Juwan, Jacob, whoever you are.
I know who you are.
My mom one time threw the dog's name in trying to call me, and I was highly offended.
Yeah.
Hey.
Let's just get everybody,
Wanda,
in the room.
is there
I'll
a-
pick out who I need.
Wanda, is there a long lost brother in the family named Jingleheimer?
Not for me.
He could make a song. Juwan, Jacob, Jingleheimer, DeVivo.
Yeah. Except nobody would be able to pronounce it.
Right.
I like the way that last question raised Prisha's ire. She's like, "That's lame, John. That's not even a good question. It's so obvious." All right, how about this? Never have I ever pretended to enjoy some disgusting food that had been prepared by my child.
I don't know that you guys ever cooked. I don't think you guys ever did anything. So
Pretend food
I'm a good cook.
or real food?
Oh.
My boys are better cooked than me.
So you never had to pretend.
My kids
Wow.
are too young to cook on their own. yet,
Right.
so
But
they
I've
cook
been
with
served
me.
some pretty wretched combinations of plastic food
Yeah.
that I pretend to eat very happily.
Oh, a can and turkey.
And turkey leg and grapes
I've done
and a watermelon and yeah.
Yeah, I have done that.
And a raw fish with his head still on.
It's for roaming.
Yeah.
Oh, there's bud pie here or there that I might have turned aside. Yeah.
Well, what about
Did you,
when
Amy, did you
kids-
turn him down, or you pretended to eat him?
Pretended.
Oh, okay.
like the food that kids give you after they've eaten, like they're Warren's age or whatever, and they're eating a cookie and they haven't finished it, and it's like, okay, give me that, and they have to hand it, and it's mostly.
Oh, the teething biscuits.
You said pretend to enjoy, so I thought you meant you had to ingest it and then pretend to enjoy it, not pretend to eat and pretend to enjoy it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not taking points away or anything.
Do we have points?
Yeah, you're still in the running, Peach. You can still be competitive.
Good, because we'll fight.
Those my hands
I
are
have
you.
no more fingers.
You're going into negative.
She's out. Pat is out.
Tabby doesn't know whether she's her or me. She's getting it all mixed up.
I did 10 for me and 0 for you.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Knowing how we play games on this show, I kind of figured that the scoring system would be completely disastrous. Never have I ever forgotten about a child that I sent to his or her room.
Oh,
No, don't think it.
Peach put a finger down on that one.
no, mine yell the whole time they're there. I know they're in there.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Grandma,
He's kicking the
One
table.
oh, he's
that
kicking
you
the mic.
sent outside.
Forgotten about a child you sent outside.
No, I
You
don't.
ever send a kid outside and said, "I don't want to see you again until the street lights come on"?
Yeah. I don't want to see you again.
Ever.
You figure it out.
Never.
Or drop them off 5 blocks from home and say, if you make it home, maybe I'll see you again. Out of the car.
If you make it home. Never have I ever cheated at a game that I played with my child.
I'm
No?
not-
Never
Never.
cheated.
that would-
Mom always won.
Well, does
legit.
that
Be
mean you
revealing.
cheated- Does that also mean you cheated and let them win? Because okay, we'll go with that one. Yeah.
Well, that could be cheating too.
Oh.
But Mom never let me
Yeah.
win.
When was that? Well, I don't know about that. I don't know that story.
Okay,
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure there was a game of checkers or something along the way there.
I like to win
Uh,
too much.
Pat said I like to win too much. See, I do it because I want to teach my daughter how to be a better loser.
Marcy does need to learn how to be a better loser.
See? I'm not just being mean for her good.
I'm the most awful loser on the planet.
Marcy will she'll rage quit the middle of races.
Yeah.
Like when all the grandkids are running back and forth, at racing, Marcy will rage quit in the middle if she's not in first place. She just veers off the track and just starts wheeling.
She thinks everything she does is awesome. In fact, I was having a conversation with her where I was trying to explain why she should be a little nicer and not call other kids' drawings the worst. And it wasn't getting to her. And I said, okay, you like your outfits. How would you feel if somebody said, Marcy, I think your outfit's ugly? And she goes, but Mom, I don't wear weird stuff. I'm like, well, I don't know what else to
You're proposing a situation that will never
Yeah,
happen.
I am always awesome.
I teach Marcy and Margot, who's my other niece, in preschool class, and Silas, who's my son. And the day that Marcy and Margot colored the same picture but colored it differently was the longest day of my life.
Mine too.
Because Margot colored hers with like purple and blue, and Marcy colored hers with pink. And pink, according to Marcy, was the best way to color the picture.
No.
She would not leave Margot alone. She was just like over and over again, well, Margot, yours isn't as good as mine is.
Yours is ugly.
And then she goes, yours is ugly. And I said, stop telling Margot her picture is ugly. And she goes, but it is. And like, on and on and on.
Cannot convince her.
So never have I ever left a child at church.
Not yet.
No.
No fingers. Never done that.
Ooh.
I have not
Mary and
left one
Joseph
of
did
my children at church, but I was present and part of the problem when my youngest brother was left at church. Does that count?
No, you weren't a mother yet.
I wasn't a mother then. I was just a big sister.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm keeping my finger.
All right. Never have I ever farted and blamed someone else.
Oh, I'm sure I've done that. Yep.
Girls don't fart.
That's a guy. It's not a woman.
No, when the kids are in diapers, it's too easy.
Yes. I have literally told other young mothers that is a perk of being a mother. I'm like, hey, the good news is now that you have a baby, anytime it smells bad, you can blame them.
You never have to take responsibility for your own odors.
Seriously.
When you've got a family of boys, they all do it, and they compete.
Oh yeah. And the father usually is the main competitor. Yeah.
Or so she says. It was them.
She's doing it right now. All right, that was revealing. I didn't expect as many to cop to that as did. Never have I ever regretted making my child wear some article of clothing.
No.
I probably have regretted. Yes, I will say yes.
What come to mind there, Mom?
Yeah.
Do you have a picture of it that you want to show everybody?
Your father regretted giving
a banana,
David
yellow, and brown leisure suit.
Well, I have no sense of style. That's clear. Usually when I'm at your house, I always make sure Melody lays out the
Handed
clothes.
that down.
So you just dress him.
Do you have a picture of the? Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're on a delay. It's not your fault.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm on like 5 seconds. I can hear me echo whenever I say it. But Mom, do you have a picture of that yellow and brown leisure tuxedo thingy that I took a picture with Jake?
Oh yeah.
On the wall somewhere.
You want to try to do that?
Yeah, a yellow and brown tux. I can't wait to
I
see
showed
this.
us a picture of something that she
It was
regretted.
banana yellow and chocolate brown.
Yeah. That's what
And any other
happened.
pictures
I
you
thought
want to
this
show
was
them along the way too?
I'm not gonna be able to see this.
Yes,
There we go.
that's
Little
fantastic.
brother.
Okay.
Little brother.
Yes.
That's a sense of my style. Hence why I asked my daughter-in-laws to lay out clothes for my grandchildren.
A bow tie you can glide off the top of a skyscraper with.
I thought it was cute.
I think you should wear that on stage now, Juwan. You
Heck
should get
yeah.
an outfit like that and wear it.
How hard it would be to find a chocolate brown ruffle shirt.
I can't regret it too much. She put it in a frame.
Yeah, it's still there. Yeah.
I can't imagine that a lot of people are hanging onto those suits. I imagine you probably find them at a Goodwill or garage sale.
In the basement of a Broadway theater.
Yeah.
All right. Never have I ever.
Can I tell?
There you got to be a
an
comma. We
outfit?
need a comma there, Chubby Bruce. We need a comma there. That's Dressed to Kill Juwan. We need a comma.
You have a story, Tricia?
I have a comment.
Okay.
I decided since I didn't have girls that I wanted to make Easter outfits for me and the boys that matched. So I did. I made me a purple and pink and white striped dress, and I made them a suit that was pink and purple and white striped. And they really look cute.
What can I say?
You don't regret that at all.
Not at all. My mom has style.
Pink and purple and white striped suits, and I don't regret it at all.
Yeah,
will
I
not-
dare you. I dare you to laugh at it. Go ahead, make my day. Laugh at my pink and white striped suit.
I wish there was a picture of that. If you can scrape up a picture of that, we
I
will
have it.
definitely put that on
I have it.
future
I'll find it.
date. Never have I ever given my child a terrible haircut.
Yeah.
I haven't, but I think your papa did.
All bad haircuts are Luke's fault.
I gave him this one.
That's not a terrible haircut.
I cut Marcy's. I was brave and actually cut my daughter's hair.
And how was it?
It went really well.
It wasn't
surprisingly.
terrible.
No, I had to go a couple days and make a few trims here and there, but good.
Have you ever had your kids cut their own hair and you try to fix it and it didn't look any better? No.
Not yet.
Okay.
My kids are still pretty young for half.
All right. Never have I ever accidentally wounded a child.
Probably.
And that's my final finger.
I'll
Well,
say,
who did you wound?
Yeah.
Accident?
That
You
sounded
wound
ominous.
it all the
Peaches.
time. Like I'm constant. Like you go to put their seatbelt on, you clip their chest in the chest
Yeah.
plate. You go
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
zip
true.
up their
Yep,
zipper,
yep,
you get their
done that.
belly button, like all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Marcy was a baby. I tried to sniff her pants, and I was in the kitchen where the fan was going, and went to lift her up.
You put her head in the fan?
It
Oh
wasn't,
no!
it wasn't a hard stuff, but it was a good hollow, like, and then it cried, and I felt horrible, and I was like, I'm so sorry, because I'll demonstrate. I went like this, and then was like, yeah, it's very low ceiling.
I'm surprised I didn't get a phone call or somebody.
Mandy did.
Oh, I was going to say, so that's the sort of thing that you would have to call somebody
Yeah.
to talk you down. Never have I ever taught my child something that turned out to be wrong.
Never wrong.
You're never wrong?
Never wrong.
Christian's never wrong. Are you ever wrong, Mom? Did you ever teach me anything that turned out that later on you were
I
just...
bet you told him Pluto was a planet, didn't you, Grandma?
Well, the moon.
The moon.
The
The
moon
moon
is
is
a
a planet. I don't care what you say. Never have I ever used something that belonged to my child without permission.
Oh,
I
everybody.
need to ask permission. It's mine.
Nothing belongs to my child. It's all mine.
It's not yours.
I think we've just revealed something about your parenting philosophy. Never have I ever put my kids' shoes on the wrong feet.
Oh,
Oh,
Probably have.
oh yeah.
I've got two
I put
left
my own
feet.
shoes on the wrong feet.
yeah.
We were talking about that just the other day about how, remember when you were a kid, you could put your shoes on the wrong feet and walk around all day?
Uh-huh.
You didn't know until somebody said you got your shoes on the wrong feet. Try putting your shoes on the wrong feet now. It's like,
Nope.
it just...
I also went through a pretty big phase where I couldn't seem to wear my underwear the right way, like in my adult life. I'd go into the bathroom and I'd be like, these Please, you're wrong. Like more than once.
Just yesterday, I put my leggings on backwards. And
See?
it was at the YMCA after the pool party yesterday, and so we were all in the family locker room together. And I said to Luke, "I think these might be on backwards." And he's the one who checked the tag, and he goes, "Yep."
Yep.
So leggings are like, they're like tube socks, right? They're like tube socks that go all the way up to your waist. So it doesn't
No, the
matter.
way that I knew that they were backwards was it felt weird. It was like my body was doing this instead of this. It was like, yeah, yep.
Because she was wearing her butt on her front.
That sounds like a hip hop song. She was wearing her butt on the front. Butt on the front. Butt on the front.
And now we have next week's.
Yeah, next week.
We can digress very quick.
Never have I ever laughed so hard I peed.
Done that.
Everybody's done that.
Especially as you get older, it becomes easier.
Lots of practice just makes it real easy.
It gets easier. When you're young, you have to work at it and concentrate.
Was it
Older.
Can you remember if it was at your children that you peed your pants laughing? Something that your children did.
Oh yeah, them and Grace. Yep. I think. Do you remember the time when you were about 5 and we had moved in over on Anson? We had put all the boxes in a den, and Little Juwan was about 5 playing. I call him Little Juwan because he's named after his father. But he came walking into the kitchen where I was putting dishes away and said, "That thing made me vibrate." He had grabbed, the little plugs that go into like fry pans, and they have a rod sticking out at the end of them. Apparently, he had plugged it into an electrical socket holding that piece.
Oh, no.
And why he didn't get electrocuted, I don't know. It's just God's grace, but he vibrated.
That sounds like he did get electrocuted.
And then he went to pick up a guitar and was able to play.
It's amazing.
Wow.
He didn't need to plug his electrical guitar in. He was already electrified.
He was his own
power.
amp.
All you do is touch it. Never have I ever made my kid eat something that I don't like.
I'm sure I've done that. Yep, done it.
I don't usually do that. Usually I'll eat pretty much everything myself. I'm not super picky, and so I expect them to try everything. Just once.
Yeah,
Yep.
because I'm the cook at the house. I make most things I already enjoy. So
Right.
if they don't want to try it, then they need to try it. But I already like it. In fact, I've thought about how hypocritical it is that I'm like, you need to try this thing, but I don't make anything I don't like.
So you're aware of the hypocrisy, and so you don't.
Don't worry, Juwan will be back momentarily. Oh, here he is now.
Now, never have I ever thought my kid looked kind of dopey in a picture.
Yes.
Mine looked dopey in every picture.
Well, you put it in a pink and
Hey,
do one of your dopey
hey,
faces.
don't say anything about the pink and purple striped suit. I dare you.
Should have asked maybe.
Hey, you're talking to
We should
moms who have
like-
had teenagers, so there's that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, poor Marcy inherited my picture taking prowess. And so she very often is in the background of photos, also looking horrendous.
That last week. No, I mean, like you get a school picture. If your kids bring pictures home from school or from church or whatever, and you're like, oh, that looks really nice. And you put them up
Yes.
on the wall and you think, man, my kid looks just dopey. And
And yes, it's objective, judgment, because you think your kid is cute. So you know what they're capable of. You have a high standard. So if they look dopey, you can be honest about that. It's like, that doesn't look as good as my kid is capable of looking.
That is dopier than my child needs to look.
My child usually is a much lower level of dope than that.
I would love to hear that conversation you have with your kids, Tabitha. Be like, I really think you're capable of looking less dopey. Can we go back and do this picture again?
We'd accept it. We're like, but too bad. Now it's on the wall. Now
We tell our kids all the time, like Emery makes weird faces sometimes. We're like, why do you look like that? You're so beautiful. Your eyes are so gorgeous. Why do you make them look like that in your picture? Or I'll tell Cammie to smile. Here, smile for this picture. And she'll go, no, not like that. You look weird. Smile for real. You look cute.
I never looked dopey in any pictures. Come on.
Sure you did.
Every picture.
Pat's already admitted that
It's hard to pick one.
kids look dopey in most of their pictures. Is that the case with me, too?
Actually, Mom said all.
That's a
All.
Yeah, Mom didn't say most. She said all.
Yeah, it's hard to differentiate.
Do your big eye look.
In order for me to answer that, there'd have to be a picture where you didn't look dopey.
Yeah.
They have something to compare.
John wouldn't even I couldn't even take John's senior pictures. I was a photographer and he made faces at me. So he didn't have any senior pictures because he wouldn't look good for any of them.
Okay, I'm not
Mom, I was trying.
let's take him now. He's almost a senior again.
Oh.
Grandma, you should take some senior pictures of Dad.
Took a dark turn.
That would be pretty funny to do, like when you turn 65, is to put on a gown and a mortarboard with a tassel.
and make faces at her again.
I'm so proud of
she
my.
can't do one.
Yes.
Never have I ever cried during a cartoon.
Son.
Oh yeah,
You have.
all the time.
Always. I always cry at cartoons.
At cartoons?
Ricky
Bambi.
Tikki Tabby.
I'm at like -20 for that
Wait,
one.
did you? Oh yeah.
Uh,
Did you cry at a cartoon, Mom, that we were watching though? That means. Well, you guys, I mean, even with like Little House on the Prairie, y'all would be watching me more than the program because I was more entertaining crying.
Yeah. Watch mom weep at Little House on the Prairie. All right. Never have I ever made a sandwich for my child that and there was mold on the bread that you discover later. You don't do it intentionally.
Yeah, not on purpose, right?
Yeah, but usually you throw it away then. Like I didn't still serve it to them once I discovered the mold. It's just
Can't you put the mold out and feed them the rest of the sandwich?
sometimes
You
if it's
flip the
just a
bread
little-
over. Flip over to the other side.
Put the mold on the bottom.
No, but as we know, my husband will come in and I'll be like, by the way, there's mold on this bread. And he'll be like, how much mold? I'm like, there's mold on the bread.
Yeah, Joe, yeah. I
You're
feel
not
like
gonna eat it.
I feel like bread didn't last long enough in our house to get moldy.
That's
Like
true.
you were buying a loaf a day or something. Something like that.
Gallon of milk a day. That's raising teenage boys was expensive.
Yeah. Never have I ever blamed my tardiness on my kid.
Oh yeah, and that.
But that's the truth. That's the reason I'm late.
Whether
It's
lie
not-
or true, is that
I like the easy way that everybody's just like, oh, sure. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I used to be on time and then I had kids and now we're not on time.
It used to be early. I'd be 5 or 10 minutes early for all my engagements, and yeah. Now we come rolling in, shoes on the wrong feet, coats off, and
Right, but
there's you.
But have you ever blamed them when it wasn't their fault?
That's not what you said. You never blamed them for being late. The answer is yes, because they're the reason we're late.
They are to blame.
Yeah, but you never mind. All right. I only got a couple more. I'm not going to fight with you. It's Mother's Day. Never have I ever pretended I did not see my kid misbehaving. I'm gonna look the other way.
Oh,
oh
Never have I ever pretended my kid was not misbehaving.
Pretended I didn't see it.
Wasn't like you ignored it.
Right.
Pretended you didn't see us misbehaving. Yeah.
But
We
Mom,
didn't
you
get
seem
away
pretty
with
certain about
anything.
that. Do you have a story that you recollect?
Who? Me?
No, my mom. She went. I think she nodded pretty emphatically, so it seemed like she had a story there, like a specific example.
No.
She's cut now.
Let him take.
Is she breaking up for everybody else?
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost the audio.
Oh, okay. I thought I was. Say it again, mommy. No, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I think the audio's going on.
She's trying to protect me.
We're
She's
used to
trying
this from the DeVivos.
She's acting.
She's just
She's acting
pretending
like
like
she's
she
breaking up,
can't
so she
hear
doesn't
the
have to.
audio. She's pretending like she can't hear Juan's audio breaking up and all of that.
She's trying to. Yeah, she's trying to protect my image by not saying a.
That's
Right.
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Usually at mom, like when the moms get together in my family and all the cousins are playing outside, we don't pretend we can't see that they're in trouble, but we don't bother going out to stop them because we know that in about 4 seconds, one of them will come in to tattle. So you just wait. It's like, oh, there's a fight happening. Okay, so it'll be, just a couple more seconds of,
Yeah.
and then they'll be in. So you
Or
don't have to go to them.
on a crazy day, sometimes you hear the scuttle and then the crying, and you're like, here they come, and then they don't. And you're like, oh, well, I'm not going out there. They figured it out.
Sounds like it's settled.
Yeah.
They must have killed each other.
Let them resolve it.
All right, last question. Never have I ever wished I had named my child something else. You ever had name regret?
No.
No?
You'd think it'd be me, but it's not.
No.
No? No? You never thought
I would forget my kids' names when they were newborns every once in a while, just for a few seconds at a time. It'd be like, baby. And then, like, I'd have to remember what the baby's name was. I did that with Andrew, too, when he was first born, my youngest brother. I was like, it is something with an A.
My name was always settled, but
Yeah.
but my mom actually saved my little brother from being named Mario Luigi. I think was the story, right?
Oh my
She's
goodness.
like, how about Jacob?
okay. Timothy wanted to name you
Snowflake.
Snowflake if she was a girl, or Scamper if she was a boy.
She's not a.
Scamper would fit you.
Yeah. I like Scamper, actually.
Scamp Brannion.
I couldn't talk Lori into that. Okay, we got one last thing. Since Mother's Day, it's appropriate to have cards, and we are separated by distance and things. I have some cards, Peach, on the slides that were made by other children, but I think that they're wonderful enough that we can.
Well,
we're gonna put them up on the screen, and you guys can pick the one that you like the best.
Oh, I found it. Just a second.
And you're gonna have to read these, Peach, because it's gonna be too small for me on the screen.
Okay, Mother's Day cards from kids.
Yep.
Right. Here we go. It says, I love you, Mom. And then there's an acrostic. Across the top it says Mom. And the first M is my number one mom. The O is over the hill. And the third M is married.
Third one is what?
Married.
Over the hill. Oh, wait. The third one is married. So it's my number one mom, over the hill, and married.
Pretty accurate.
Three important things about mom.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's
Over the hill married person, you.
I love you. This one says, Dear Mom, thank you for taking good care of me. I hope you do better things for me. From Chris K.
Happy Mother's Day. I love you. you could step it up a little bit.
Do better.
I would appreciate it.
Here's the list.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a little harder to read. Dear Mom, thank you for doing everything for me, but why don't you let me have dessert? I like you because you care for me.
Right.
There you go.
So
Legitimate question.
thanks for doing everything, but what's the deal with the dessert?
Doing everything for me, but why don't you let me have dessert?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
This one says, in the animal kingdom, moms are the one thing you can't beat. Hunter, mom. And then at the bottom it says, finish him.
Yeah, it's got a mom on the one side, and it's got like a tiger on the other side.
Tiger mom.
I like that it specifies in the animal kingdom.
No.
Moms are the one thing that you can't.
Oh, it's so good. It's got like a power bar, like a life bar, like what you would have in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And the hunter's about dead, and the mom's at full strength.
Yep.
And it's appropriate because this kid obviously knows that cards usually have a theme. And so, yeah, you got the little lion down there, and it's,
Yeah.
and so the encouraging phrase is, in the animal kingdom, moms are the one thing you can't beat.
Awesome.
As evidenced by this mom vanquishing a tiger.
Right. Yep. All right. This one says, thank you, Mom, for being wonderful, caring, and ... not making your meatloaf anymore.
You take care of us by not creating food.
Yep.
Okay.
And again, whichever one of these warms your heart, that's the one that you should consider.
That's yours.
Yeah, that's yours.
Are we going to receive these cards?
Well, you're receiving them right now. It's the thought that counts.
Okay.
This one says, Mum, in the morning. Really nice. Always love your pancakes. Mostly organized. Very sporting.
Sporting. Look
And
at
lovely.
you.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Yes. All the things that describe Mom. Always Mom, loving, mostly organized.
Mostly
I
organized.
like how some of these things they're slipping in little clues as to what the food they want next. I love your pancakes. Or why can I have dessert? Wink,
Okay.
wink.
My mom likes drinking wine.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's what it says. That's
And,
all.
and by the scale that he's drawn, it looks like a flower vase that she's drinking out of.
She looks
like a fishbowl.
She's like a,
She's about 5-year-old.
yeah, I was going to say she looks like a drink cooler sitting there with a glass of wine.
She looks like a member or a resident of Sesame Street. Pointy ears.
Hello, kids.
What's to drink wine?
Okay, so this is one of those all about my mom sheets that you fill out. You ask the kid and they fill in the blanks. My mom is 30 years old. My mom is 6 feet 2 inches tall.
Wow.
My mom's favorite thing is me.
Yeah.
My mom was born in Utah. My mom's job is to take care of me. And then over on the side it says, I love you, Mom, more than snakes, our pets, and cats.
And this was my
I'm
favorite.
wondering what his pets are, because I wonder if they have snakes and cats, or if he loves them more than snakes and cats, and then the pets are like, turtles and iguanas and stuff. Just trying to differentiate there. Anyway.
This is mine. This was my personal favorite because I really do love my mom more than snakes and pets.
This is my
Yeah,
card to
it's
my
what I do.
mom.
More than all those things.
I
All right.
love my mom more than snakes.
All right. Thanks. Thanks to our moms.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Okay, my internet cleared up enough for me to say that.
All right, we have to do a snappy wrap up, Peach, and I don't have the thing to do the generator. So how do we do it tonight?
You're the creative the brainstorming expert. You wrote a book about how to generate ideas really quickly. So you think of something while I do the final.
Oh, we get suggestions from the SCQS.
Yes. Go ahead and give us suggestions while I wrap us up.
We need an emotion.
You can visit johnbrandon.com and become a Comedy Click member, support the show, and also get access to things like our Effort Party, which is going to take place right after we wrap up here.
Right after.
Find out where Juwan is going to be by visiting castingcrowns.com and following along and click on tour and get your tickets.
Yeah.
Support John Thomas by going to johnthomasoaks.com. You can also follow him on YouTube, as many people do. And Comedy Brian was not here tonight, Brian April, although he was in the comments briefly. But you can still go and support him. He's an important part of the show, and he helps us.
Always.
So patreon.com/comedybrian. Patreon, if you prefer. Pronounce it that way. And what do we have in the comments?
I didn't see him. I can't see him.
Nobody said anything in the comments either.
All right, so we'll read them as if we are children having our faces washed by our mothers.
Okay. So
right?
I'm gonna start the credits. You guys can do that, and immediately
guys.
We will
my face.
Run the credits.
My face.
Which, by the way, we've had the same credits for like a solid month now. Same credit video, but that's okay. Ready? Go.
Thanks for joining the
Wash my face.
tonight.
And the pen of a captain of it, and the statement of a document, and the Brahman Oxygen, and Baron James, and Audrey King, and the Balaban, the Bacalao, and the Andre Government, and the Rachel Finger Capan, and the Bacamata, and the Small Butter, and the Delvin Simmerberg, and the Dabba, and the Balloon, and the Diamond of Sam, the Badaban, the Smell, and the Madam Simila, the last me, blah, 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 blah,